Disturb. Beautiful. And here we are together again. If you're not with us on Insight Timer, I warmly welcome you to join us on Insight Timer. Hey, Davy. Oh, fantastic. Congratulations. Hi, Tia. Wonderful. Or is it Tia? Beautiful. All right. Wonderful. Welcome. Welcome. For anyone that I'm getting to meet for the first time, my name is Selena Layel. This is one of our community sessions where we come together to Satsang, to be together in this space of truth and community. And not just truth in the sense of, we could say, my truth. My beloved teacher, Saima, shared this distinction. I don't remember the first time I heard it, maybe actually just this past year. And it made me go, because many of us are very familiar with this term, my truth. And it's something that we really have taken on in the past years, like my truth, standing in my truth, getting clear on my truth. And Mom made this distinction to the effect of, I don't remember the exact language used, but our truth for most of us is always changing. What we call our truth is based on emotions, it's based on changing ideas. And so one thing that might be our truth today in, another year won't be our truth anymore. And we could say something that is really anchored in truth is unchanging. It is this this eternal essence of truth, unchanging. So I guess I was a little side teaching, so we'll just come back though. So I'm very, very grateful to be together. Oh, I was speaking to the term satsang and how it is this gathering of truth. So when we think of the satsang in the context of gathering of truth, we could also think of it as connecting in as community, in our oneness, in this space of more eternal truth, rather than the my truth that changes with emotions and thoughts and life experiences. This eternal truth, the presence of the truth of the self that we are, the presence that we are, the oneness that we are. Yes. And today I have a plan for us. We'll begin in a moment with a meditation together. And then I'll read a little bit from my beloved teacher Saima's new book, and we can just drop into the energy, the Shakti of the teaching. And then we can just kind of share together. What does that bring up in our awarenesses, or where do we have a challenging time in our own life, kind of finding our way with the teaching that we read on. So this is really just a time for us to be together. Hi, everyone. Hi, Jamie. Hi, Anna. Hi, Anami. Hi, Mariana. Hi, Liz. Yes, so beautiful to be together. And hi, Ruben. Hi, Ola. Hi, Cindy. Hi, Supralu. Hi, Patricia. Yeah, feel free to say hi, my loves. It's always so wonderful to hear from you. Okay. A couple of announcements before we move into our experience together. Some of you are newer to our time together, so I have many recordings here on the app. I also have 2 courses, Yogic Practices for a Peaceful Life, and a new self-love course called Awaken My Heart, a guide to living with self-love. We have live sessions, and the sessions are changing right now because I'm in a different time zone. So please check my live schedule on my profile page to see when we're meeting so that we can be together. And I think that's it. I think after today, our next time together, let's see here, might not be until like the 20, I think maybe next Wednesday or something like that. And then we're going to have 2 sessions next week. And one of them is going to be next Friday, my time zone at least, where we're going to really consciously create the new year. Rather than just maybe setting some intentions for 2023, to really create future memories and anchor the energy, the intention, the awareness, the conscious decision of what it is that we're wishing to create. So it'll be a very powerful way for us to move into the new year. All right, great. I think that's it. Hi, Jane. Hi, beautiful Jane. Hi, Irene. Love you. I just came from an exquisite. Oh, I emailed you back, my love. So maybe check your what is that called? Junk folder in your email. And if you don't hear if you don't see anything, please just send me a DM and I'll resend you an email. Thank you. Yes, I just returned from an exquisite week. Hey, Robin. So nice to see you here. Such a joy. I've been really just like with you in the experiences that you've shared from the different meditations that you've been listening to. And I've just been feeling your heart and feeling your passion to wake up and to just open and to move through those limitations that we all live in our own ways. I just am right there with you. And I'm so grateful to see you here today in this live session. So you might even notice something for those of you who have been with me in these live sessions before, or maybe for years for some of us, yes, you might notice there's a different quality in the energy. You might notice that there's something different in maybe the way that I look, or the feeling of listening to my voice, or just the kind of sense that you have sitting together. And this is the grace of being with a living master. This is the grace of continuing to say yes to our own beloved self, our own soul, even in the face of all of the pain and the confusion and the feelings of being lost or the intense resistance that arises within. This state that many of you experience when we're together in our one-on-one sessions or we're together here in live sessions, this quality of peace and presence that so many of you have shared, you feel when we're together. This is the grace, our own grace of continuing to say yes to ourselves, even when we don't know exactly what we're doing, even when the pain is so tremendous, we find ourselves on the floor. Yes, just asking for help. This is the grace that is available for each of us because it's within us. And many of you know different parts of my story. I'm not here with you today always having been like this, always having been able to embody this quality, this state of peace and love. And let's keep it real here. It's not like I don't get really triggered. It's not like I don't have emotions. It's not like I don't go through periods where I feel a lot of pain. I just even yesterday, I was experiencing this wave of suffering that was really moving through as this old energy was moving out. So it's not to think that we have to be some perfect version of our humanness to be in the state of peace that resides within each of us. I just wish to share that the two things here. One, this is the grace of being able to be in the presence of my teacher, my beloved, beloved teacher, who's a reflection of my own self. My beloved teacher Saima is not uh, higher than me or better than me. Maybe much, 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 much more refined than me and much more awakened. But Saima is a reflection of my own beloved self, as we are all of each other. So this quality, this state that you might be experiencing as we sit together today is the grace of being with my beloved teacher, having this opportunity, this sacred gift of being able to be with my teacher in person and do that deep inner work, yes, and to serve. And also my own grace, your own grace of continuing to say yes to yourself, even in the face of all of the suffering that arises in the human experience. Thank you, friends. Thank you. Mm. It's my great, great joy. My great joy, it's a blessing for me. It's a blessing for me. I could say like it's an honor, but the quality of energy by saying it's an honor to be this way with you doesn't capture the energy of what I feel. And honor makes it about me. I feel honored to be here with you. But what it is, I feel blessed. I feel blessed to sit here together and to share in this energy together. Because you are me, I am you, you are my teachers, you are my beloveds, you are my most precious, precious, precious beloveds. You are my own beloved self. We have this experience of being separate. We have this experience of being alone, being different. But you are my own beloved self. So, shall we have a meditation together? Shall we be in meditation together? We're already kind of in meditation, yes? In this energy. This is the energy of meditation. Meditation doesn't necessarily mean sitting with the eyes closed and being silent and trying to quiet the mind. Yes. Meditation can be a state, the state of who we are. I love you, my darling. Thank you, my beloved Brad. Thank you, Anami. Thank you all. I'm back with my family, so some of you may recognize this. Some of you have been making fun of me for this cup for the last 3 years. My favorite Ayurvedic non-caffeinated tea. So good. Yes, Jane. It is a lot of tea. Hey, well, one, I drink this much tea if I'm not here, but when you're in a place where the low temperature tomorrow is expected to be -11, not including the wind chill, big cups of tea are great. Hi, Lori. I've been missing you. I'm so used to our time together, and then when we're not together, I feel like, what's happening? Where is she? How is she? All right, my loves. So I invite you to find a settled space within yourself. Hi, Angela. So happy to hear from you. So happy to hear from you. You're in my heart and thoughts. I invite you to close the eyes. Roll one shoulder up, back, and down, and then the other shoulder up, back, and down. Take a slow, deep breath in. Feel your belly expanding. Hold the breath for a moment. And exhale slowly. You might find if you exhale through the nose, it allows you to regulate the exhalation to make it slower. Inhale slowly through the nose. Hold the breath. And exhale slowly. Inhale. Hold. Exhale. Inhale. Hold. Exhale. Continue in this way. Allow a space between the teeth, maybe even the lips, so the jaw can be relaxed. Feel the weight of the hips and the legs sinking down. The small muscles in the forehead, around the eyes and the mouth soften. If you wish, gently touch the tongue to the roof of the mouth just behind the upper teeth. Soften the jaw. And the mind might be taking you in many different directions, and that's okay. Consciously focus your attention on this slow, deep inhalation and the sensations in the body, the hold, and then really focus your attention on the sensations as you exhale. Start to guide your mind to the presence that you are. And now release the hold. Continue to breathe deeply, inhaling and exhaling without the pause in between. Whatever you're feeling, whatever thoughts are coming and going, they are just an experience. How do you know that your feelings or your emotions are not a truth? Because they're always changing. How do you know that most of the thoughts, if not all of the thoughts, are not truth? Because they're always changing. So rather than us holding on to these experiences, rather than judging ourselves for having a human experience, for having these feelings or thoughts, let's practice right now, noticing and maybe even saying to ourselves, ah, these are emotions. It's okay that they're here. I'm having an experience of emotion. I am the one having the experience. I am not the emotion. And you can also practice this with the thoughts. Maybe the thoughts are saying something about this is how I am, or this is how other people are, or it shouldn't be this way, or it should be this way, or I like this, or I don't like this. Practice recognizing that these thoughts always come and go. They are temporary. They may be reoccurring, but they are a temporary experience. They are not eternally the same. So, as the thoughts are in the mind, you might even imagine that your thoughts are like a movie projected on a screen in front of you. Say to yourself, I am the observer of the thoughts. I am not the thoughts. And make sure to breathe deeply. And now release any mental tension from this exercise. And just focus on the sensations of the body breathing. If you notice that your attention is being pulled by thoughts and emotions, you can practice remembering that you are the observer or the one experiencing, and then return to the breath, allowing the emotions to do what they do, to pass, the thoughts to pass. What's coming is going. Take a deep, full breath in and out. Bring your awareness to the center of the chest, the heart center. Imagine, visualize, or feel there is this ball of crystalline light, golden light in the heart, this warmth of light in the heart. It's pulsating love and light. And let us imagine that this sphere of light pulsating in each of our hearts is the embodiment of love, of presence, of remembrance and oneness, of compassion, pure, pure love. And although we can't see each other, we are all connected. Start to imagine or feel that there is a thread of this golden light that starts to move out from the sphere. It might be thin like a thread, or it might be thick like a large rope. And see this beautiful thread or rope of golden light moving from your heart into the heart of another here today. Even if you're watching this replay, this Shakti, this energy is still alive in the presence where there is no time and space. And start to experience that this light from your heart is connected to the heart of someone else. And then the light moves from their heart to another and another and another until all of our hearts are connected by this golden thread of light. And we become this circle, this sphere of light together. All 96 of us, maybe many more. Each of our hearts connected, creating this vortex of light, this vortex of love, this vibrating sphere of love that engulfs the entire planet and all beings on this earth, in this earth. Beloved Mother Earth herself. Bring your awareness back to the breath. Feel the body breathing. Feel or imagine this warmth in your heart, this beautiful light, this love that washes through your entire body, your entire being. Sense the room around you. Feel your body supported, connected. Start to deepen the breath. Slowly move the body in any way that feels good. Be really mindful. Slowly move. Be present. Let's turn off autopilot and turn on the embodiment of our own beloved presence. Really be aware in the body. And whenever you feel ready, Open the eyes. Thank you. Hmm. Time to put slippers on. Wool socks aren't enough. I invite you to take a moment right now to reflect on all of the abundance in your life. All of the abundance. The abundance of time, nature, love, finances, the abundance of breath, the abundance of spiritual wealth, the abundance of socks. And abundance doesn't necessarily mean many, right? It doesn't mean many people that love us. It doesn't mean many pairs of socks. It means the abundance of having this in my life, the abundance of being supported even in just one little area of life. Beautiful. If you wish to share anything of your experience, feel free. In a moment, I'll read a little bit from my beloved teacher's new book. I'm so thrilled. The energy in this book is just like vibrating, pulsating. And I'm so grateful to be able to share it with everyone today because it's a book that is so exquisite and profound. And there's a living energy in it, like just holding the book, like I slept with it under my pillow last night, kind of a thing, because I was just letting my brain absorb all of this really high energy. Okay. Beautiful. Thank you, Brian. Hi, Victoria. I was thinking of you. It's much earlier. Yes. Mm, yes. Happy solstice, beloveds. Okay. So let us read a little. I'll just kind of flip and let the book guide us. And then after we hear the teaching together, we can just reflect on what that brings up in our awareness, or just what comes to mind, to heart for each of us when we hear the teaching. And sometime I wish to share a story with you about this book. Okay. Okay. Thank you, Victoria. Hi, Sil. So nice to see you. It's conscious living. Conscious living, the power of embracing your authentic you, by Her Holiness Saima, my beloved teacher. And for anyone who's newer to our time together, Saima has been my teacher for over 21 years and is absolutely the I don't even know how to say it in this moment. It's like Saima has been carrying me in my awakening journey. just, the ego takes me over here, kind of off course in the suffering, or in the getting lost in all of the desires that might take me away from my own self. And then Sama just guides me back, and then the ego takes me over here and I'm lost in some relationship where I'm suffering, and Sama guides me back to myself, so it's been this beautiful, beautiful Mm. expansion and more embodiment of self over these years. Angela's sharing, I was in a low moment. My daughter reached out to me, told me she was lucky her mom is still alive, and she knows that no matter what she does or says, she knows I won't judge or belittle her. My heart grew 3 sizes, brought me out of that funk. That's beautiful. Thanks for sharing that, Angela. Yeah. So often we feel like big things need to change in our lives for us to feel happy or peaceful, or, you know, we need to have drastic shifts in our lives. But sometimes something so small shifts us. And that's why gratitude, having a gratitude journal and having a personal practice of focusing on gratitude each day is truly a life-changing practice to help us feel more uplifted, more clear, more aligned. Just really is such a gift. And actually, I'm just remembering, let's move into the centering technique together, speaking of alignment, because in our lives, with everything that we experience, with what's happening outside, but really the inside, yes, what's happening in the emotions, what's happening in the thoughts, it's kind of like we get pulled off of center, out of center. So the centering technique is to bring us back into alignment with our own self so that we feel more anchored, or we're more emotionally resilient and clear, more mentally clear, and less of that feeling of being really discombobulated. So we bring the hands together at the heart, sit nice and tall, relax the shoulders. And it's as if the top hand is reaching up for like the 12 on a clock, and the bottom hand, the fingers point up, but it's like this bottom hand comes down by the navel and it's going for like the 6 o'clock. So we're creating like the 12 up top, the 6 below, and then we come back to center. So palms touch at the heart. Inhale, reach the right arm all the way up, the left hand down. See if you can straighten that top elbow, only if it's natural for your body. And then exhale as slowly as you can, all the way back to the heart. Inhale the left hand all the way up. The right hand comes down, but the fingers point up. Open the chest. Exhale slowly all the way back to the heart. One more time on the right. Inhale the right arm all the way up, left hand down, fingers point up, all 10. Exhale slowly, slowly back to the heart. And then just pause here for a moment. Palms are touching. Beautiful. Thank you. Thank you, Sil. Thank you for your love. Okay, here we go. So I'm just going to read the page that I opened to. So just for a little bit of context, because I really am opening to like the end of the book here. The design of this book is it kind of guides us through our experiences. It starts more kind of like focusing on awareness of our relationships and awareness of ourself in different areas. And then the deeper we get into the book, we get into more teachings that are more, about our spiritual practices. The whole book is about that, but the later part of the book, it's like we go deeper and deeper and deeper, right? So we're kind of opening to one of the later parts of the books where we're already pretty deep in the teachings. And one thing that is referenced here is the word sadhana. It's a Sanskrit word. And sadhana refers to our daily spiritual practice. Hi, Rochelle. Yes, it's called Conscious Living, the Power of Embracing Your Authentic You. Okay, so I invite you, my loves, to just, you can sit with the eyes opened or closed, but let's just kind of absorb these words and energies. Our intellectual mind may not understand everything. That's perfectly okay. Yes, we don't need to understand everything. Let us just take in what resonates, what lands for us today, and then we'll move forward with that. You will experience love as never before. The fruit of sadhana, yes, that daily spiritual practice. The fruit of sadhana is the blessing of having a pure heart. The beauty of this love is that it grows and grows. Bliss is experienced for no reason, and you effortlessly experience the fullness of your being, the radiance of your divinity without effort. You have simply to be. Your actions and words are then the expression of divine truth. And now we're going to hear the word God here. If the word God is triggering for you, I invite you just to leave it. If you have a different name for God, I welcome that. When we refer to God in the teachings with Saima, we're not referring to an entity in the sky or someplace else. We're referring to Source, this oneness energy that each of us are part of, the source that we are, this shared light that we are, the presence that we are. All this is God experiencing God. To taste the light, your heart must be simple and pure so that God can bestow grace. A pure heart is a humble heart, a heart devoted to God and only to God. And again, this is not a God outside. This is the indweller of divine presence within each of us, within you. And that may seem very triggering for some. So again, just, take what you wish, leave the rest. To love God is to love all living creatures. God manifests itself in everything. The divine creator is manifest as creation. So if we love God, we love God's creation, right? And this is an interesting thing because we have so many, well, I'll just leave that. I'm getting the message to leave it, so I'm going to leave it. We'll just keep going deep here. So if we love God, we love God's creation. Love is magic. God is magic. The heart is magic. Together, let us serve all to serve our highest purpose. Puja is a word from Sanskrit that refers to worship or ritual to invoke the divine, involving specific ceremonies of offering performed to a picture or statue. Some people worship statues and treat humans dreadfully. Where is the love in that? Serving all is our highest sacred ceremony, our puja. You are the living Christ, the living God. You are humanity. Your sacred heart is full of light, and this light will take care of you. Allow this light to penetrate your whole body into the conscious mind, the subconscious, the unconscious. Surrender to the light and to the victory and glory of life. All right, just one more. Through this love, you will taste the fullness of life. Fully listen to a bird singing. This bird is God. How blessed are we? Offering yourself to God allows you to know this fullness. Love is a vibration, a supreme energy. The love of the divine contains all powers and all virtues. God is love. Love is God. The grace of God is pouring into you. God is available to everyone, and God's love is for all of you. So, again, if the word God or a concept of God doesn't resonate for you, no issue. You might be able to even hear in this, although the word God is being used, we're speaking to the light within you, the presence within you. So, what are you aware of? What's present for you? Hearing these words, feeling these words. Yes, Angela, I'm glad it supported you. What is present for you in that? Excuse me. Connection. And there's no one way to have an experience. Some of you might be having a very profound meditative state experience. Some of you might be feeling very triggered. Some of you might be having an experience of confusion. Some of you might just kind of be here in this space. There's no right way. Hope. Mm. Mm. I love the phrase, God is for everyone. Yes. Definitely triggered. Yeah. Thank you for sharing. Love. Yeah, many of us have been raised in ways that we've learned to think of God as someone who's going to punish us, some omnipresent entity that is here to punish us if we don't do their bidding. And so, for many of us, the idea of God is very painful and challenging. It doesn't feel good. And for others, we believe so deeply in this idea of God being something higher than us, better than us, and we're just these little peons, that to consider that God loves all equally and that God loves me and that I am God, that is incredibly triggering, incredibly. I see some more comments. Love, inner harmony, beautiful message. Let's see, Jamie's sharing, I felt waves of different emotion. I reminded myself that God is not this moody dictator in the sky and returned to love. Yeah, Angela's saying I prefer source. Absolutely. Yeah, this is usually the term that I hear Saima speak to also. And that gives me a very different experience of it used to, I should say, it used to give me a different experience because parts of my mind were still kind of in the way of thinking of God as some entity somewhere, like in the sky, even though I wasn't really raised like that. It's the way that the, majority of people think of God as something out there. But now when I hear God or when I hear source, I can find the sameness in that. Yeah. And it's all each of our choices, right? Yes. Yes, Maya. God equals unconditional love. Peaceful and feeling different emotion too. Yeah. Yeah. Thanks for sharing. So what would you like for yourself in this? Hearing these words and being in this space that we are in together today, the meditation we shared, the space of love that we shared together. What do you wish for yourself? What do you decide to put your mental energy into? And specifically with this teaching, what do you choose for yourself? What do you decide for yourself? And there's no one answer here. Yes? Many of us will even hear my question differently. What do you decide for yourself? What are you claiming for yourself? Love is unconditional. Self-love is unconditional. Evens out somewhat the roller coaster of life. Mm. Mm. Yes. What could you gift yourself right now in this moment to ease your heart? Many of you are in the self-love journey with me. I think we're just about at 500 participants in the course. What is something you could offer yourself right now to hold your heart, to be that embodiment of source that you are with yourself, for yourself? And some more comments are coming from our previous exploration. Clarity in my enterprise creation. Beautiful. Peace. Choosing love over fear. Yes. And that is an ongoing journey. Yes. Like a moment to moment journey. Am I in love or fear? I learned this over 20 years ago with Simon. There are only two energies in all of creation. One is expansion and one is contraction. And everything that we experience fits into one of those two categories. Or one is love and one is fear. And remember, this isn't bad. Fear isn't bad. It's just experience. It's just sensation. It's just quality of energy. So it's either open or closed. And this is how we are in every moment. And most human beings, and we've learned this even from ancient yogic texts, most human beings live in a state of contraction. And that is why we embark in the journey of spiritual seeking, because we're longing for this. We remember deep within our being that this is our nature, but most human beings live like this. So we find ourselves in the path of spiritual seeking, awakening, longing to remember the freedom, the light, the love that life truly is. To do what is in front of me to be done and trust. To accept the choices I have made. Joy and inner peace. Yes, choose love over fear. Choose again at any time when being taken over by fear contraction. Yes. Yes. It doesn't often feel like a choice, right? But it is. Yes. And Maya is sharing, but it requires awareness, and breathing really helps. Absolutely. And this is an awareness, my friends. If this teaching is kind of new to you, I invite you to take this on if you wish. Start to practice awareness. Just check in. Maybe you set an alarm on your phone for every couple of hours a day, like a little silent alarm, vibrate alarm that just says, love or fear. Have a little label on it, love or fear. And just check in with yourself throughout the day. Okay, am I functioning, mind, body, emotions, behaviors from a contracted state right now, a state of fear, or an expanded state of love? And it's not to beat ourselves up when we recognize, oh, I'm definitely in contraction. It's awareness. And the more that we become aware, oh, wow, I'm in fear again. Oh, wow, I'm in fear again. Oh, wow, I'm in fear again. The more we become aware of this, then we can really start to say, okay, I'm choosing love. Right now, my thoughts are choosing my mind I am grabbing onto very contracted, fearful thoughts. This is not what I choose anymore. So I decide to put my mind toward loving thoughts, thoughts of gratitude, whatever that might be, right? Or if I find that my behaviors are expressing that state of fear within me, maybe I'm yelling at someone because I felt upset about something or whatever it is. How do I shift from that contraction and that fear into love? Maybe I'm able to be more patient or more compassion. So we can start to become aware in every moment. Maybe we start with every couple hours and then eventually move into every moment. Am I in love or am I in fear? And what do I decide? Hmm. Liz is sharing, I've been closed for so long, but have been opening up much more in the past year. Beautiful, Liz. Beautiful. Yes, Angela, that's it. That's it. That's it. That's it. That's it. I am worthy of love. That's it. Hi, Richard. Joy and gratitude for this opportunity to live and love, to experience life, and to love and be loved. Yes. 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 Isn't it so precious? It's so precious. This life is so precious. Allow myself to be exactly where I am. I can breathe with you now. Yes. What if we all just take that on? Allow myself to be exactly where I am. Isn't it pretty silly that we don't allow ourselves to be exactly where we are? It's like me saying this. Stop being a cup. Stop. Stop, stop, stop. Stop being a cup. You shouldn't be a cup. Don't be a cup anymore. Stop it, stop it, stop it. That's what we do to ourselves. I should be someplace different than I am, where I am. You are right where you are. So resisting it is not causing anything other than suffering. Yes. It doesn't mean that we can't. Now, this is the difference: discernment, awareness. Yes. I am discerning that I do not wish to hold this cup anymore. So I'm going to set it down. I am discerning that where I am in my life is not what I would like to see long term. So I can take actions toward what I want. But in the meantime, this is where I am. This moment is where I am. So I practice accepting, this moment is what it is. And if I wish something different for my life, then it is up to me to take new action, to have new thoughts, to cultivate new emotional experiences. Yes? Awesome. Mm. So difficult to stay in the present moment, a work in progress. Absolutely. And one of the things in this course that we were just on with Saima, there was this really powerful teaching about how we're all kind of just like a program. And the way that I kind of was picturing this, because it's more abstract work. So the intellectual mind is like, but what does that mean? But what I saw in it, like if I am source, right? If I am pure light and pure love, if I'm a being of light, then I am this pure light, right? I'm just pure light. Not pure as in bad or good, right? Let's take any religious affiliation out of this or association. Pure as in the essence of purity. Yes, like how we're born. Each of us are born in this essence of purity. Doesn't mean we didn't have karma we brought in, but we're born in that essence of purity. So if I am this pure light, this source energy, and then I come into this human experience, all of these programs are placed in my consciousness. If I'm pure consciousness, but I'm having a human experience, then I wish I had a bunch of scarves or something in here right now. Here is this program put into my consciousness that I took on from my mother about whatever, women need to be submissive. And then here, and then this is in my field, right? And then I'm pure consciousness, but here's another program that says you always have to be nice to people, right? And then you get the idea here. All of these different programs are in this pure space of consciousness that I am. but I'm not experiencing myself as the pure consciousness because I have this program that this is how people are supposed to be, and this program that this is how the world is, and this program that says this is how you speak, and this program that says how you're supposed to feel, and this program that says this is what God is. We are experiencing ourselves as all of the programs rather than the consciousness, that pure presence that we are. So part of our journey, yes, in the awakening is, I am not all of the programs and the patterns. I am not all of the beliefs that I've taken on from how my child mind interpreted reality, or from my parents or my mentors or my peers or my school. I am not any of these programs. I am consciousness. But I have been identifying myself with all of these programs for however long I've been alive. Maybe not for the first 6 months or a year of life on this planet. Maybe I was still very present to that pure state of consciousness that I am. But then the programs, yes, all of the programs. It's like Sandy. Sandy is not Sandy. Sandy is not who Sandy thinks they are, right? I am not Selena. I am not who Selena thinks they are. Yes, I am consciousness. Whoever I think I am as Selena is a program. It's a layer of identification. It's not who I am. I am not this body. I am not my goofy personality, or my peaceful personality, or my regal personality, or my personality that gets really triggered or really emotional. I am none of these things. These are all programs. These are all layers of experience that I identify with because I forget that I'm pure consciousness. We are source. We are pure consciousness, and everything else is a program. So naturally, it's very difficult to be present because we're identifying with all of the programs all of the time. Yes, your state is presence. My state is presence. When we go under the layers of all of the programs and patterning, it's an ocean of presence. But we're also identified and paying attention to all of the layers of programming or patterns, however you wish to think of them, that it feels difficult to access presence. So naturally, yes, and let the child out to play. I love that, Sandy. Hmm. I am source. Say that to yourself. I am source. I am light. I am presence. Come back to that again and again. And one day, if it's not already feeling like the truth, one day it will feel like the truth. You have a knowingness beyond feeling. I am source. I am light. I am presence. I am one with all that is. I'm so grateful for you. I'm so grateful. It is all of us together helping to move the planet into this era of light and remembrance. Remembrance, I am source. I am love. I kneel Hi, Jen. Hi, Terry. I'm so grateful also, Angela. If anyone wishes to share anything, we'll come to a close in just a moment. Happy holidays, happy everything. Happy Hanukkah, Merry Christmas, Happy Kwanzaa, Happy Solstice, everything, anything you're celebrating. Blessings. Great love to you and your beloveds. If you're celebrating any kind of anything with other people, may we remember I am light. You get triggered. Am I contracted or expanded right now? You get upset with someone for saying something about politics or whatever it is, am I choosing love or am I choosing fear right now? You can ask yourself these, and you can even intentionally move in if you're going to go be with people, have the intention, I am light and I'm choosing to be a light as I go spend time with these people. And if you're not spending time with anyone, if you're going to be all alone, still you can choose this. I choose to be a light with myself. I choose to be love with myself. Am I choosing love in this moment or am I choosing fear? Mm. Oh, beautiful. I'm so glad, my loves. I'm so glad. Maya's sharing, this was really helpful as I have been in a state of overwhelm recently due to some challenging matters. Thank you. Yes, my great joy to be together like this. Our next time together, I believe, is next Wednesday. Wednesday. Oh, sorry, I need to look on the app. You can always find my live schedule on my profile page on the app. And yes, so Wednesday the 28th, right? That's Wednesday, isn't it? Yes. Wednesday the 28th, we will be meeting at the same time. So same time, same place next Wednesday. What time is this? This is 11 a.m. Eastern, right? I normally convert from Hawaii, so I'm like 11 a.m. Eastern next Wednesday. And then we'll be together again on Friday for that session to really consciously create our year ahead. It says powerful create your new year. It's supposed to say powerfully create your new year. So that's happening at 4 p.m. on December 30th. And then we won't be together for a little while. We won't be together again until January 11th, as I will be taking a little time to just be with my family, and it's the celebration of the birth of this body, and some traveling back home. So our next two times will be together next week, and then again in the new year. Yes, my great joy. Yeah, Angela. Angela Sharon will be alone for the holidays. Yes, my love. I know many of us will. So, how can you still choose those same practices with yourself? I am light. I choose love. I choose to be loving with myself. I choose to meet myself with life. How can I celebrate myself? Last year, I spent one of the holidays all alone physically. And I made myself this gorgeous meal and put on my favorite music, and I lit candles, and I just put on some, like, something that made me feel really good, like some dress or something. And I just really was there with myself. And I actually set a place at the table for Saima also. And just imagine that I was having my meal with Saima, which was very, very, very wonderful. So you can do that too. If you have maybe an angel or a spirit guide or an ancestor or a spiritual teacher, or if you just feel so loved when we're together, set an extra place at your table and imagine that one of us are there with you, enjoying with you. Feel that love of your beloved there with you. Mm. Okay, I'll come to a close now. Thank you all. Thank you. Let us bless each other, bless ourselves, bless the whole world. We are one together in Source, one light, and one love. If you wish, you can place your palms open like this as we bless each other, and also to receive this light. Hmm. Thank you. Enjoy, Jamie. I love you. Thank you. I look forward to being together soon. You're always in my heart.